Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're talking about Guerlain. We're talking about the Meteorites Primer Perfecting Pearls, which is a tongue twister. I challenge you to say that 3 times fast. And we're also talking about the Guerlain L'Essentiel Natural Glow Foundation. So before we get started, please make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell on the side so you can know whenever I post a new video. I have my iced coffee here on the side, so let's go ahead and dive into the video. Now, I was very lucky because a few weeks ago, Sephora had this promo where if you made a purchase, you could get some samples from Guerlain. I went ahead and got the Meteorites base and also a sample of their new L'Essentiel foundation. So I've been wearing these off and on for a few weeks. I've been wearing them together, separately, so now it's time for a review. Let's go ahead and talk about the primer first. So this is the Meteorites Primer Perfecting Pearls. This is described as a color correcting and radiance boosting primer. The full-size primer retails at $83 Canadian plus tax. So this does have that slight scent. I think all Meteorites products have a similar scent, whether it's the pearls or the compact or other items. They all have like that distinct scent. I find that this is very faint. It's not very strong. It's not something you really notice. Not something that I notice anyway. So this is described as a color correcting and radiance boosting primer. One thing I did not realize is that apparently this primer here is supposed to neutralize the excess sebum oil and it's supposed to help give a long-lasting matte complexion. I wasn't aware of this. I have dehydrated skin. I don't really have excess oil. That's not really one of my concerns, but it is also intended to be illuminating and give your skin a bit of that glow. And it's also meant to smooth fine lines and have a long-lasting matte and even complexion. This product is free of parabens, sulfates, and phthalates. So one thing I noticed immediately is that this makes your skin so soft. Like when I was applying it, I felt like I was touching silk. It just seems to just make your skin so incredibly soft. And it does have a little bit of radiance. It's not intense. It's not like a glowing, blinding primer. It is just incredibly soft. And I can see what they mean by saying it fills in fine lines. I mean, it's not gonna, be a miracle, but it does seem to just like fill in certain areas. And it's really nice. It really just makes your skin so incredibly soft. I really can't reiterate how soft it makes your skin feel. And it does have a little bit of radiance, but it's not like a blinding radiance. And as far as the control of excess sebum or oil, I personally did not notice much. Like I mentioned, having excess oil, I don't really get like an oily T-zone throughout the day. So that wasn't really anything I noticed. I didn't find that it was too drying or too mattifying. It just seemed to be somewhere between satin and matte finish. Honestly, I would say a bit more towards satin than matte. There wasn't really anything about this primer that really screamed matte to me personally. So I don't know. I think if you're someone with very oily skin and you're looking for a mattifying primer, I'm not sure if this is for you. That being said, it also is not the most radiant primer that I've tried. If I compare it to the Laura Mercier Radiance Primer or the NARS Radiance Primer, those definitely have more glow. There's a definite boost of glow with those two compared to this one. I think this one just really makes your skin feel incredibly soft and does have some radiance, but not as much. And this is definitely on the more expensive side. It is $83 Canadian plus tax. So it is not a bad product. I'm just not sure if this is like an item that I would lean towards buying. The sample is very nice. The scent is nice. It makes my skin feel nice. There is like a tiny bit of like filler effect in the fine lines, but again, it's like pretty minimal. I don't know. It's a good product. I think it's nice. It works well. For the price, I'm not sure that I would purchase it full size. Just, I'm not looking for something that's going to be mattifying or along those lines. So I don't think this is for me exactly, but I'm sure it could be for someone. This is a good primer, but I just think that if I was going to go ahead and splurge on a Guerlain primer, I would go for the Gold Radiance one because that is more suited for drier skin types. I think that would be more something that I would splurge on. If you have maybe more normal combination or oily skin, maybe you would like this more. So for me, I think I would just go for the gold one. So one thing that I was very impressed by is that even the little sample here has the mini pearls inside. I just thought that was really nice. That just to me like screams luxury sample, like the fact that this is actual glass. The fact that this is actual glass and that there's little pearls inside just definitely screams luxury sample to me. So moving on, let's talk about the Guerlain L'Essentiel Natural Glow Foundation. This retails at $65 Canadian plus tax. So I went ahead and used the Sephora Shade Finder, which is something on their website. So what you do is you write in a previous foundation that you've already used and the shade number, and they basically find you a comparable shade in a different brand. And that's what I used, and I'm using the shade 03N, and I think it's a pretty spot on perfect match. Like there's no discoloration, there's no, I don't know, weird demarcation. I think it's a really perfect shade for me, so I'm really happy with that. The foundation comes in 30 shades, the coverage is light, the finish is natural, and the formula is liquid. However, I found that the formula is liquid, but definitely like more on like the thicker liquid side. I feel like some liquid foundations are very runny. This one was almost like creamy, as you can tell here. Like I've been using this for a while now, but you can tell that it's not like a pure runny liquid, you know? This product is also free of parabens, sulfates, and phthalates. It's described as something for normal skin, dry skin, combination skin, oily skin, so they're basically saying it's for everyone. It's supposed to help your complexion look luminous and fresh. What else? Also, there's supposed to be skincare properties in the product itself, so it's supposed to hydrate, balance, and protect the skin from pollution. So I would say that this is a definite light to medium coverage. Again, the texture is liquid, but more on the creamy side. The blendability is amazing. As you guys saw in the application, it applies very well. It blends very easily. It has a nice coverage, but it's not too thick. It is buildable, but it's not like a heavy foundation. It's definitely light to medium. I have worn it on very light days and just like sheared it out. Today I built it up a little bit more. It's a really nice foundation. It's very comfortable to wear. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing foundation. It just feels like skin. As far as like the skincare benefits go, I haven't really seen any changes, but it's only been like a week or so, so I can't really tell. As far as wear tests go, I'll include some clips of the day later on. But I didn't really notice any creasing. Usually my biggest test is when I see like huge creases around the mouth here, but I feel like I didn't really see that, and that's maybe because I usually wore it with the Meteorites base, which is supposed to be helping fill in like fine lines, so maybe that just helped fill everything in. But just as a foundation, I think it's really nice. It has a nice glow. It's not the most radiant primer, but I don't think it's meant to be that radiant either. It's like, it says natural glow. It is described as a natural glow foundation, and I think it does that. Like it is beautiful and natural and has a bit of luminosity, but not excessively. I think for me, the most luminous foundation I can think of is the Armani Luminous Silk, which is definitely like just like shining through. This is not as radiant as that, but it is still nice. I think the Guerlain L'Essentiel Natural Glow Foundation is comparable to the Chanel Ultra Tenue, both in texture and in finish, because they're both slightly luminous, but in a very natural way. And they both feel very natural when you apply them. They don't feel heavy. They just kind of blend into the skin. So overall, I really like this foundation. Apparently, it's supposed to last for up to 16 hours. I think most days I wore it for like 8 hours, and it still wore up very well. It still held up. Obviously, if you like wipe your face with like a tissue, some of it will transfer, but it is a very good foundation. It's really nice. It is a bit pricey. It's 65 Canadian plus tax, but I think I would definitely recommend the foundation. Like if you haven't gotten a foundation recently, you want something light and natural, light to medium, a bit of glow, it's a really nice foundation. There's 30 shades to choose from, so it's easy to find your shade. Between the Meteorites base and the L'Essentiel foundation, I would say get this one for sure, and maybe get a sample of the primer. Like I said, like if I'm gonna go ahead and splurge on a Guerlain primer, I'm gonna get the gold one, not this one here, just to suit my skin type a bit better. But yeah, overall, I'm very impressed. Like both of these products are pretty good, and I think the foundation is really, really nice. It is just like, it's a good foundation. I love a light to natural foundation. I love something with a bit of glow. The more the better. But yeah, it's a good foundation, and the primer is pretty decent too, depending on your skin type. So yeah, that about does it for today's video. I apologize if I am encouraging your shopping habits with these expensive skincare products, or makeup products, I should say. But yeah, these are really good. I'm glad I gave these a try. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about the Guerlain Essentiel foundation, and I'd never tried a Guerlain foundation before, and I can see what the fuss is about, because it does feel very nice. Even just the texture of the product when I'm applying it on my face feels very soft, and this primer, I can't, like, it makes my skin so soft. It's so nice. Now I'm really tempted to get the gold one because that's more geared for drier skin types, so I think I would definitely like that one more. Anyway, we'll see if I get it. But anyway, that about does it for my video. So let me know down in the comments if you've tried the foundation or the primer or anything else from Guerlain. Let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys have a great day. Please feel free to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell on the side so you can know whenever I post a new video. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.